Welcome to the Powwow Life podcast. My name is Paul Gatter. This is the show from PowWows.com. Thank you so much for being here. I am on my way to Durant, Oklahoma, and so I'm recording this video ahead of time. I cannot wait for you to see what all's going on. But first, in today's show, we have an interview with Sage Romero, who is helping put on a really special contest this weekend. This is the first time that they're doing this. It's going to be the West Coast Regional Hoop Dance Championships in conjunction and with the blessing of the Herd Museum, who does the World Hoop Dance Championships. So I got an interview with him to talk all about how this is happening, what you could see if you're out there. We'll also talk about my trip to Choctaw and so much more. But first, let's get to a few announcements. I am decked out in my Roosevelts today with my R2 and my R2 head here. Yes, I am a Star Wars fan and R2 is my favorite character. But let's talk about what's going on. So I am just getting back from a conference down in Florida called Momentum. It's one of my favorite of the year. It's so good. If you are an entrepreneur or looking to build your business, email me, paul@powwows.com. Let's talk about it going next year. It's 50 people only. We're all in one room. The speakers talked and we do some workshops. There's chances to sit down with the speakers and people in the room and work on things at the table. It was so much fun. I go every year. Love it. So we're just back from that. Tomorrow I get on a flight for Choctaw. We're heading out there. I'll talk more about that in a second. Then I'm back for a few days before heading to another conference in Boston for a few days. And my wife is actually, she was supposed to go with me to Boston, but she got an opportunity with her travel agency. She's going over to Spain to do a tour and to learn more about some of the guided tours that her agency offers. If you're interested in that, email me, paul@powwows.com, and she can book anything. Cruises, theme parks, all-inclusives, European tours, all that stuff. So she's going to learn more about some of these guided tours. So she'll be over in Spain for like 2 weeks. So I'll be at home after I get back from my trip to Boston and be working on some things. I think I have 10 days at home by myself. So I'm trying not to work. Last time she was gone like that, I ended up working some long hours. It was good though. I challenged myself. So I'm working on what I'm going to challenge myself to do this time. Last time I listed 100 items on eBay and some other crazy stuff. Stay tuned for that. Let's talk about Choctaw. This weekend, I am so excited to be heading back over to Durant, Oklahoma for the Choctaw Powwow. It's going to happen October 31st through November 2nd in Durant, Oklahoma. You can see more about it here. And as of today, they just announced they've added another $25,000 to the drum contest. That's pretty exciting. We will be streaming it live all weekend. So here's some information on the powwow. It's at their event center there at the Choctaw Casino, Durant, Oklahoma. Don't miss it. If you are in the area, you need to come. What I'm even more excited for, I love the powwow, but I'm also going to get to attend the Choctaw Heritage Cultural Festival, which takes place over at their Choctaw Cultural Center. I got to go a couple of years ago and really was just blown away by the exhibits and all the work they put into making this really a world-class destination, historical and contemporary art and exhibits and all that stuff. And with this festival, it's really cool. So I'm so excited that they're asking me to come back. There's going to be artists doing displays and demonstration. They have the Choctaw hymn singing. They have a stickball tournament as well as stickball demonstrations out in the field. Inside, they have a cafe with Choctaw food, which is so good. We sampled a bunch of stuff last time. This time, I really want to go back and try a couple of things and some of the things we had last time, but get some more stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Make sure you're following us on social media. I'll be posting a lot of stuff about it during the festival and then, of course, afterwards as well. Cannot wait. Thank you so much to the Choctaw Cultural program there for bringing us back. It's going to be really awesome. And don't miss any of that. PowWows.com/live for the live stream, and then just follow on social media for all the other things. Now, let's talk about the contest that we have going on right now. During the month of October and November, we do our annual Explore Native Challenge. And this is a way for, if you're interested in learning more about Native culture, doesn't matter if you grew up on a reservation and think you know all of your tribe's history and knowledge, or you're somewhat curious and you're new to Native culture, this is your chance to dig a little deeper. And throughout the challenge, which started October 1st, I send out daily emails with little things for you to do, whether it's go and read an article, watch a video, go follow a native creator, learn a little bit more, all kinds of stuff. And as you do that, you can build up bonus points and entries into our giveaway. The giveaway is sponsored by our friends over at 8th Generation. Here are 2 of the prizes. We're giving away 3 blankets and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, these are some of the items that we are giving away in the contest. Look at these earrings. I love these. These are my favorite ones they do. They're so cool. Corn stalks. Really awesome. So you can learn more about that. There's the link, PowWows.com/win, and enter daily. At the end of this video, I'll give a bonus code that give you extra entries that only people watching this video can get. Here's another pair of earrings. Look at these. See if I can get them to focus. Look at that. These are really cool. Okay, so those are just some of the prizes in this challenge. It's super fun. I hope you'll join us. It's really cool. I've been having so much fun writing emails and getting people's responses and seeing what people are saying, and like they found new creators on YouTube. They found new places to shop. It's really fun. I hope you'll join us. It's really, really fun. Okay, so that's the contest. So let's talk a little bit about some upcoming powwows going on this weekend, in addition to the ones I'm going to talk about in the Choctaw and the West Coast Regional Hoop Dance Championships. So here's some things coming up this weekend. Over in Cortland, Virginia, it's 36th annual powwow. It's going on November 1st and 2nd. October 31st, they're having a school day, so you can check that out if you're in the area. All right, so there's one here on the East Coast. Then over in Arab, Alabama, the Cherokee's 25th annual Fall Indian Powwow. You can learn more about that. They're going to have some vendors, some singing, dancing, and some primitive camping. Check that out this weekend over in Alabama. And as I mentioned, the Choctaw Powwow over in Durant, Oklahoma. Out in Scottsdale, Arizona is the 37th annual Red Mountain Eagle Powwow. That's going to happen November 1st and 2nd. Northern Cree is going to be there. Ooh, and Southern Style. I mean, look, they've got a big lineup. Ruben Littlehead, MC. Wayne Silas, AD. $35,000 in prize money. That's a good one if you're out there in the West Coast. You want to check that one out for sure. Then here is the flyer for the Regional Hoop Dance Championships. That's going to be going on November 1st and 2nd in Ridgecrest, California. We'll talk more about that in a minute. And then also we have one in Warrensburg, Missouri, November 1st, over at the University of Central Missouri. You can check that one out as well. All that is available over on PowWows.com/calendar. Or if you are new to powwows and if you want to find one in your state, I've got a link for you. PowWows.com/powwows near me. We'll get you on our newsletter, free to subscribe. And twice a month, I send out the upcoming powwows for the next 3 months. And then, of course, in our weekly email, I'll send out what's going on for this week. And if you are new to powwows and want to know more, we have you covered too. Here's a free email series, PowWows.com/powwow101. I'll go through all the questions you might have, what to wear, what to do, the etiquette, and what everything means. All of that is covered in this email series, PowWows.com/powwow101. All right, let's talk about today's guest. I'm really excited that Sage Romero spent some time with me and talked a little bit about this, because this is something new and it's cool. There's been several people doing some innovative things this year. Powwow Times just had a one-on-one battle up in Canada. Manitowoc had Friday night. It was some similar kind of things up on a stage, spotlight dancing. We were at Saquon, and they did this kind of bracketed style contest too. So it's really cool to see some of these things being innovative and doing some new things, new styles of competition for powwows. And so now we're seeing the World Hoop Dance Championship spread out a little bit. And I think you'll hear him talk about the plan is to have some of these around the country and open this up to more hoop dancers to be involved, but also to really spread hoop dancing and let more people see what's going on. It's a great idea. Love that. And so let me tell you a little bit about Sage himself. He's from, he's an accomplished hoop dancer and has traveled internationally sharing his culture. And he founded the cultural group, and he'll tell you more about that in the interview. And it's really amazing the opportunities they're giving people out there with this cultural group. They have a studio and all kinds of space for people to come in and work on things. super cool. It's really cool to really great to see him giving back to the community and educating and sharing. I have a link to that down below in the description, as well as where you can go and follow him. But here is my interview with Sage Romero about the West Coast Regional Hoop Dance Championship.
All right,
Thanks so much.
Yahoo.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself. Thank you.
Okay, Yahoo. I'm Sage Andrew Romero. I'm the director and founder of the AkaMya Culture Group, and we're a native owned and operated nonprofit out here in California. And I'm a presenter, cultural presenter, teacher. Do a lot of different things with my organization. But I am of the Tovowahamatu Numu and the Tuah-Tahi people. That's the Big Pine Paiute and the Taos Pueblo people from my late parents. My mother was from the Paiute, my father was from the Taos Pueblo. And I'm honored to be able to be here today and share.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Yeah, I appreciate you giving us some time. And so I want to talk a little bit more about your background, but first let's go ahead and get into you have an event coming up. So tell us about what's going on.
Yes, very excited about this event. We were actually handed over this event from another organization that usually has a whole celebration, but they encountered some issues and they were actually deciding to cancel it. And this was the Ridgecrest Petroglyph Festival. And there was actually a lot of controversy behind that, the utilization of petroglyphs as a way to commercialize for a city and for tourism. And, you know, it's a sacred thing to some people, and so we wanted to protect those sites. So there were already issues with that, and aside from that, there were some just things that happen, you know, with events. Sometimes they work out. Sometimes after a time, they just don't have a really good, uh, standing, or things just happen.
Yeah.
So they decided to either cancel it or ask us, myself and my organization, if we'd be willing to put on an event. And so with that came the request if I could help host an event. Oh, those chickens out here. But and uh and I'm actually one of the head judges for the World Hoop Dance, which happens at the Herd Museum in February. And as one of the judges, you know, we had a discussion after we finished last year to start expanding and possibly having other hoop dance events that people could participate in and build up to the world hoop dance. You know, start regional contests like the Southwest, the West, East Coast, like just so dancers can prepare themselves, but also to build hype for the world hoop dance at the Herd Museum. And so that idea was already in my head. And when they asked, they reached out to me. I was talking to one of the families that is part of our group, and we were kind of joking about, because every year they have hoop dancers at the event, but the last year they had myself, they had an elder hoop dance, they had another hoop dancer that's really well known socially. They had my youth that I teach, so there was all kinds of hoop dances already, and we were laughing. So we might as well turn this into a hoop dance competition. There's so many hoop dancers here, you know, aside from what all the other stuff was going on. But then it made me click, and I said, "Hey, why don't we turn it into a hoop dance competition?" So from there, I talked to the organizers of the herd and got their blessings to be associated with the World Hoop Dance. And with that, we are now having the first annual regional West Coast Hoop Dance Championship here in California. So it's all part of the World Hoop Dance. We're using the same rules and regulations. We're utilizing the same resources, and with the sponsorship of the tourism board here, we're able to move forward and have this for the hoop dance community. So really looking forward to it.
I love hearing that. The Her Museum's World Hoop Dance Championship is such a popular event. Um,
Yeah.
and I know they get. We've worked with them before in the live streaming. It so many people want to watch it. And can't always make that trip. So I'm excited to see hoop dancing spreading all over the place. So let's talk a little bit of specifics about the event, and then I want to talk about some other parts of it too. So if you are a hoop
Yeah.
dancer, how do you get involved? Do you have to qualify for this? And if you do place, are you going to get to go to herd? And like, yeah, how's all this work if you are a hoop dancer?
Yeah. So there's no cost for registration. We're asking dancers just to come and register either online or on site. And basically just participating, and it's just a contest, first through third place. And we have categories. Just because it's the first year, we don't have much funding, so we're trying to stretch it as much as we can. But we're having from golden age to adults, teenage, and that's it for now. But the difference between us and the World Hoop Dance is we're actually having male and female categories. And both those categories are actually going to have the same prize amount. Like the money is going to be the same across the board for both male and female on all those categories and all those age categories. And so the hope is that eventually we'll be to the point where we have other regionals happening, and dancers can participate in those and start build up build up their skills, start qualifying. And the hope is eventually make the World Hoop Dance a qualifying event where you have to have, placed in certain places, or you have to have so many wins under your however qualifyings work. And so this is actually the first of that establishment of making it a qualifying event. So it's not in that point yet, but that's what we want to build to. So right now it's just a contest, just for people to come and be a part of. But I think the important part of it is it's giving hoop dancers an opportunity to come and take part in another event, to train, to prepare themselves for the World Hoop Dance, so that they're in a better shape or they're in better form. And it's something that you build up to, right? So you want to be able to have those opportunities. And myself, I don't compete. I do the traditional type of hoop dancing. And that's the whole reason I'm a judge. They asked me to come on because I have the traditional teachings and those parts. But I understand that there are families, there are members of the community, the hoop dance community, that do this for a living, and they do compete multiple platforms. So I wanted to honor them and make this event for them, kind of as a way for me to give thanks and give back to the hoop dance community, because I'm part of it, and I want to just provide more resources for our people, and just have a fun, exciting event that people can come take part in. And really looking forward to that, and build it up and keep going every year, make it an annual thing. So
Yeah, it's really cool. I enjoy watching hoop dance, and seeing what they do at Herd is really incredible. And it's always been one of those things. It's like, why isn't it in more competitions? You'll see it sometimes as a special, maybe just as an exhibition. With so many hoop dancers, I'm excited for them to have more opportunities to compete. That's really exciting. And so, yeah,
yeah.
give if you're a spectator and you're wanting to come out, give us the details on how we can be a part of this.
Yes, so spectators, it's open to the public. Again, we're taking place of the former event, so a lot of the community members already know, that there's this event going on in place of the Petroglyph Festival. So they're all welcome. We have vendors from the community and some of our people from the region that are going to be there, and it's going to be an admission fee for adults, basically just $10 entry fee. But children under, I believe that's underage, under 13, are free, and then elders over 65 are free too. So we're making it that way. And then, of course, dancers with registration are free as well with their families. So, but participants, yeah, they could come pay at the entry gate and come on in. We got booths set up, arts and crafts. We got food. Of course, we're going to have the famous Indian tacos. There's going to be a booth there for that. And it's actually a community that has a lot of non-natives, so I know they're really excited about Indian tacos. So that's an important thing we got to have there for them, so that they're happy and excited. And then of course we'll have our event there set up. It's set up next to a stage. It's not really a circle like a powwow usually is, but we'll have a dance floor. We have a space for our drummers, and we have our MC there, Mr. Michael Running Wind. He's going to be emceeing for us, and our drum is actually going to be a regional drum from here. They're known as Red Hoop, and they are going to be singing all day long. And I've already told them how strenuous it can be, but at the same time, it's a great opportunity for them to be able to sing for our dancers, and have a good time and take care of them in a good way. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of songs. That's a lot of songs. Um, well,
Yeah.
that's really cool and exciting. So I do want to circle back. Tell me a little bit more about your organization, and if we're in that area of California, what are you doing as the organization, and how could people get involved?
Yes. So we are the AkaMya Culture Group. So that's my logo here. And again, like I said, we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And it actually started back in 1997 with me as a youth. I used to have dance groups in my backyard, and we just have a tape player, and we'd go back there and just jam out and practice powwow because we're from an area that's not really didn't really have powwow very much, but it was something that we loved to do and take part in. So I was teaching myself and learning from people, and then just wanted to provide our youth and families a safe space that we could come and practice. So my family's backyard was the first place. Eventually, we started using like the tribal office buildings, the parking lot, the tribal gym, just whatever, wherever space we could find and gather. And the vision was eventually to have our own space that would be dedicated just for that. So just in 2016, we made the space. We had our everything done, and we actually started building our studio. And now we've completed that. We actually have a dance studio dedicated just to native dancing. It's a wood floor. It's got mirrors. It's an actual dance studio, but we use it for our practice for powwow. We also practice, of course, the hoop dance. I have a hoop dance class that I give in there. We have our Paiute traditional dancing in there. We give space for singers. But within that, I also have a recording booth where we can do language and history, stories. And I have my multimedia station in there. And I actually do animation in there. And I actually can do photography and video editing as well. But my main drive now is animation. So I'm doing a lot of projects with some of our organizations here on the West Coast, animating stories, legends, and things like that. So those are coming forth. And there's actually a weight room in there now. We got a weight room so we can develop ourselves and teach our dancers how to take care of themselves physically, because when you're out there dancing all your life, you want to make sure you can keep on dancing and you're not going hard when you're young, and then busting yourself up and then you're done when you're in your 50s, and you're like, oh, I'm out. I can't do it no more. Now we want to develop them and train them how to take care of themselves. But within the space, we're also able to have community dance classes. We've had contemporary, we've done Zumba, we've had ballet, we've had yoga. So there's all these other classes that we can also provide. But within all that, we also provide resources to our community. We have sound equipment, we have multimedia equipment. We're able to provide to local events or to our organizations and tribes that are having events, being a part of them. And we can go out and do presentations as well, raising awareness to non-native communities that we're still here. We do a lot of dance presentations within our area. We have like a lot of outdoor sports, so rock climbing, trail running, those kind of events that happen. We're now in a space where we can go and take part in those and show the people that we're still here. We have our people. We still have a living culture, and honor and remember the ground that you are upon, and have respect while you're out here and remember the people. So we're able to do that kind of work as well. But yeah, there's a lot of things we do. But when it comes down to it, we're a dance group that likes to keep the culture alive and give opportunity to our families and community.
Yeah, what an amazing opportunity! Anything from animation to ballet to come in and learning your hoop dance or traditional powwow dance. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. What a great resource for the community.
Thank you.
And again, thank you so much for coming on and promoting this. We'll make sure I have all the links down below in the description, so you can come check that out. If you're in the California area, hit this up, and hopefully here soon we'll see regional. We'll see them in the southeast, the north, maybe a Midwest one, and we'll see
Yeah.
more hoop dancing around the country. So that's awesome. Thank you for starting something like this.
Yes, totally. Well, being a part of the whole journey, so it's an honor
Yeah,
to be able to be here and do that. Because Taos Pueblo is known as one of the original originators of the style of hoop dance that you see today. So it's really an honor for me to be able to provide something for the hoop dance community and in a good way.
awesome. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
Thanks again to Sage for spending a few minutes with me Cannot wait to see where this goes. I hope it spreads to more places and we see hoop dance championships all over leading up to the big Herd Museum World Hoop Dance Championship. Be so awesome to see. It's really cool. Don't forget though to enter our giveaway and be a part of the Explore Native Challenge. PowWows.com/win gets you in there. You can enter daily to get your name in the hat more times, but you only have to be in there one time. It's a random draw. Lots of prizes, 3 blankets, lots of jewelry, some scarves, and more stuff. So much going on there. Don't miss out. PowWows.com/win. And as promised, I said I'd give you a bonus code. This bonus code is only available to people watching this video. 732-4019. Go enter that into the entry form on the page there, and that'll give you extra entries that only you get to earn. Thank you so much again for being here today. Appreciate you watching the Powwow Life podcast and show. I am off getting on a plane early tomorrow morning. Our flight leaves at 6, so I need to get to bed soon. I am not a morning person. These early morning flights are tough, but that's okay. It's going to be a super exciting weekend, and I will be bringing you all that on social media and in our newsletter, of course. And then don't forget to watch. We'll be streaming live, powwows.com/live. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Spend some time with your family. And if you're out trick-or-treating, have a happy, safe Halloween, and I'll see you back next week.